You had so many projects last year. I mean, I was going through all of the projects you did last year and the beginning of this year, and I want to know how on earth you have time to do all of this training that you do for your. You're an Ironman, right?
Yeah.
And you do. Is it triathlons?
Yeah. Well, that's what Ironman competitions are, essentially triathlons. That they just happen to be over a slightly longer distance than most triathlons. I think you get different. You get sprint distance triathlons, which are quite short and quick, and then you get Olympic distance, which is slightly longer, and then you get your 70.3, which is half Ironman distance, and then you get your Ironman, which is it's a fair clip. It's like a 3.8k swim, and you cycle 180 k's, and then you run a marathon.
What on earth possessed you to become an Ironman?
Midlife crisis.
Really?
I think so. No, you know what happened? I stopped smoking at the age of 34, and I had a drastic change in my lifestyle, and I realized that I was mortal and I was going to die one day, and so I decided that I wanted to enjoy the rest of my life in a slightly more healthy manner, and I took up cycling and really enjoyed it, and I'd always been a bit of a runner. And then a friend suggested that I do an Ironman, and my first reaction was, "Are you nuts?" And then she'd planted a seed in my brain, and I started thinking about it, and the next thing you know, I'd entered one, and I just found the time to train, and I managed to do it, and I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the training aspect of it. I enjoyed the interaction with other athletes, kind of like-minded people, I suppose. And living in Cape Town is great for that, because we just have such an amazing outdoor lifestyle here. If we want it, it's there for us to take. So, I managed to prioritize the training time, and sometimes it did mean getting up at 3 or 4 in the morning to train, and training into the night after work. But I was at a point in my life where I found it worthwhile, and I found it fulfilling. And I was kind of hoping, and I do hope, that at some stage some little bit of inspiration will rub off on my kids, and they'll want to not necessarily do Ironman competitions, but just keep themselves healthy and look after themselves, because it's important.
Well, Langley, what are you working on now?
I'm working on an amazing film project that's going to keep me busy for the next 3.5 years.
That sounds like a long time.
It is. I don't know if you're familiar with the film Boyhood.
Yes.
That was filmed over a 12.5-year period. It's a similar concept in that we see characters in the film growing up and growing older, but it's not shot over such an expansive period. And that's a co-production between Film Africa here in South Africa and Galate Films and Canal Plus Studio Canal in France. And the film's directed by a guy by the name of Gilles de Maistre, who's a César-winning French director. And it's a film that it's a family drama that deals with wildlife and environmental issues, very relevant wildlife and environmental issues here in South Africa. And the film, about halfway through, kind of changes gear quite drastically and turns from a family drama, into a road movie, and things get very exciting. And it's I can't really talk about it much more than that.
I keep asking you all these questions about things you can't talk about.
Yeah, I mean, the young South African actress who plays my daughter in the film. The film is essentially about the relationship between her and a lion. Her name is Dania de Villiers, and she is exceptionally talented. And then I play her father opposite Mélanie Laurent, who's a French actress of some serious repute. And we have an amazingly close-knit cast and crew, and it's just the most wonderful experience. And we've just finished shooting the first block of that, and we'll shoot another 3 blocks. But as far as the plot goes, I really can't give anything away.
Well, lots to look forward to, I think. How can we find you on social media, find out what you're going to get up to next?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Langley Kirkwood, and Instagram as well. And contact details for my various representatives are all on my webpage, which is just langleyKirkwood.com.